another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something about Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the. Ain't no way somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans, yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes.
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And coming up, we're going to see Keenan Allen.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Chicago Bears and the Austin Bats. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at our visit. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. To my left, Charles Davis. And Charles, you focus on this Austin team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, standing 6'1" from Utah. It's Tyler Huntley.
And he did everything possible to rally his team to a win last week, didn't he? What did he throw for?
Over 450 yards.
I mean, that's a pretty phenomenal performance. So, obviously, he and the offense were clicking pretty well. The other two-thirds, though, that comes into question. Defense and special teams, they'll need all of them to play better in this one, too.
Flush to his right. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Huntley. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now we watch everything with great anticipation because he just had his 999th reception. And yes, math majors, the next one, a big one, 1,000. First carry now for David Montgomery. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, Huntley. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn your ride and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And as we check the next-gen stats, that play lasted just 2.7 seconds from beginning to end. Just not enough time to throw the football. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted number 1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. A quick slant to Hill. On the move past the 40. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. They'll roll him out right. He's going to pick up the 1st down and then some. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble of 1st down, a 16-yard gain. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is 3rd and goal. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bats put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Well, we saw David Montgomery lead the nation a few years back in broken tackles when he was at Iowa State, and he's proven to be difficult to bring down in the NFL as well.
Yeah, this could be a sign of what this defense is in for because, you know, all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Huntley to throw.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Huntley. And this is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On third down, Huntley. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be, and now it's fourth down. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. On 2nd and 9, Murray. It's a slant to Hill. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? From the gun, he'll hand this off. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 11 now, Murray. And his throw is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
In motion, Hill. Murray now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Bears will get the football back. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices when we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On 3rd and 2, Huntley flushed out right.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
No surprise to see a sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up, and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first down.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Odafe Oweh has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the ball is going to wind up out of bounds, so they will lose yardage, but they'll keep the football. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense.
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
Looking to throw. Huntley. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And he didn't quite have the back spin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to...
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They're going for it. Hits Murray.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Marcus May with a pick.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Huntley's throw complete there to Bateman.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. To throw on second down. Huntley, and he finds his target. It's Schultz. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. Back to throw.
Huntley. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got it to him as he released it. And it's second down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Back to throw again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. On second down, here's Murray. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. To throw is Murray. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And that is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Bears take over.
David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession.
And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Huntley.
He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started out in Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston, where it was...
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down.
Brings up 3rd and
10. Murray now. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Murray and company going for it on 4th. Open man right side is St. Brown. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. operating from the gun. Huntley, a slant route caught by Bateman. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down. Huntley, he finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Off the bootleg. Huntley, nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Odafe Oweh, his 2nd sack of the night. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Huntley, he's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. From the gun on 3rd down. Huntley got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Rashad Bateman, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Bears have taken the lead here this 3rd quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. That time a 6-play drive. And it's Rashad Bateman who finished it all off with a touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Murray now on 1st down. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. 1st down, Murray. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Murray. He'll go right back to Tunyon. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Murray on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Kyler Murray with touchdown number 15 of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bats have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
16 yards is the pickup there on a 1st down for Chicago. Well, we made a big deal about catch number 1,000, as we should. Now he's at 1,001, so he's building towards 2,000, Charles.
I like your optimism, and I love your math. Let's go ahead and get the next 6,000, and he started on it already.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Off the play fake. Huntley, he's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now in Austin. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Austin's offense ready to go again. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Run play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. He'll get this up to about the 44.
They know that old expression, it's not by night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there seeing the play all.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bears are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Well, they got the ball in great field position. 1 play later, boom, end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And going deep for Hill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Murray now on 1st down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 27. Murray to air it out again. And it's caught. Touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 27 yards. And the Bats have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. To throw, Huntley. Pressure from behind, and he's going to be thrown down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Huntley to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Bears on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Huntley. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. We're going to look at Amon-Ra St. Brown as his offense readies for the next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Divine Diablo there to make the stop.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 64 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Brought down at the 20. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. Third and goal. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's fourth down. Let's think about this. This stage of the second half, you're taking the chip shot field goal, right?
Boy, I'd love to be on the headset right now between head coach and play caller because you know it's a heavy conversation right here. Because I'm guaranteed the play caller is like, Coach, I've got this. I've got to play for this one. But the smart play, kick the field goal, take the chip shot, 3 points.
Yeah, tie the game. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. This to potentially send us to overtime. And that is no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. Pressure kick, and I thought he was going to hit it. I thought we were destined for overtime, but not the case.
Not at all. And they were already planning for the overtime you just mentioned, already saying, okay, what are we going to do if we get the ball? What happens on defense? Instead of that celebration and that little bit of euphoria, it turned into letdown city.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy,